Have you ever wondered how a young girl of 18 could ascend to the throne of one of the world's most powerful empires and rule it for more than 6 decades? Today, we delve into the life of Queen Victoria. Born as Alexandrina Victoria on May 24, 1819, she was the only child of Prince Edward, Duke of Kent, and Princess Victoria of Saxe-Coburg-Saalfeld. Her father passed away when she was barely 8 months old, leaving her mother as her sole guardian. This early loss, coupled with the isolation she experienced during her upbringing, shaped the young Victoria in ways that would later define her reign. In a world dominated by men, Victoria's early education was carefully curated by her mother and her ambitious advisor, Sir John Conroy. They devised the Kensington system, a strict regimen designed to keep Victoria submissive and dependent. Despite its oppressive nature, it was this system that prepared Victoria for the trials she would face as a queen. When she was 11, Victoria's world was turned upside down. Her uncle, King George IV, passed away and his brother, William IV, ascended to the throne. But William had no surviving legitimate children, making Victoria next in line for the throne. The next 7 years were a whirlwind of preparation for Victoria. She was taught politics, history, and the arts, all essential tools for a future queen. But nothing could prepare her for the immense responsibility that would soon be hers. Victoria's ascension to the throne came on June 20, 1837, following the death of her uncle, King William IV. She was just 18, inheriting a kingdom fraught with political tensions and on the brink of monumental socio-economic changes. It was a daunting task for anyone, let alone a young woman barely out of adolescence. But Victoria rose to the challenge, displaying a resilience and determination that would become hallmarks of her reign. With the death of her uncle, King William IV, Victoria found herself thrust onto the throne at a tender age of 18. And so began the reign of Queen Victoria, a period that would leave an indelible mark on Britain and the world. Becoming a queen at 18 wasn't a walk in the park. Victoria faced numerous challenges, but she was not one to back down. Born into royalty, Victoria's early life was anything but ordinary. Her father, Prince Edward, died shortly after her birth, leaving her a royal orphan. She was primarily raised by her mother, the Duchess of Kent, in a strict and sheltered environment known as the Kensington system. This system was designed to mold Victoria into a compliant and manageable future queen, but it also isolated her from the outside world, from other children, and even from the inner workings of the court. Despite this isolation, Victoria was not left uneducated. She was taught by private tutors, and her education included languages, history, and constitutional law, all designed to prepare her for her future role. However, nothing could truly prepare her for the sudden ascension she would face at a tender age of 18. In June of 1837, King William IV, Victoria's uncle, passed away. Victoria, being his closest living legitimate relative, was next in line for the throne. Imagine, if you will, an 18-year-old girl suddenly tasked with ruling the most powerful nation on earth. It was a daunting responsibility, but Victoria was determined to rise to the occasion. Her ascension was met with skepticism and doubt. She was young, inexperienced, and a woman, a combination that many in the patriarchal society of the time found hard to accept. There were challenges, both political and personal. Not everyone was ready to accept a young female monarch, and many tried to manipulate and control her. Yet, Victoria held her ground, proving her skeptics wrong time and again. Victoria's resilience and determination were remarkable. Despite her young age and the challenges she faced, she managed to navigate the complex world of monarchy and politics. She showed the world that she was not just a queen by birthright, but by merit as well. Victoria's mettle would be tested further as she navigated her personal life, which eventually led to her marriage to Prince Albert. In a world where royal marriages were often political, Victoria and Albert's union was a breath of fresh air. This royal love story began when Victoria, the young Queen of England, fell in love with her first cousin, Prince Albert of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha. Their marriage was not just a union of two royals, but a partnership built on genuine affection, mutual respect, and shared interests. The couple first met when they were merely 17 and 16 years old. Victoria, captivated by Albert's good looks and intellect, wrote in her diary that Albert was extremely handsome. Their courtship was anything but conventional. Victoria, being the reigning monarch, had to propose to Albert. In her words, "It was the happiest, brightest moment in my life." Their marriage marked the beginning of a unique collaboration that would influence Britain's history. They were a team, working together on matters of state and home. Victoria valued Albert's opinions and often turned to him for advice. Albert, in return, respected Victoria's position as queen and supported her decisions. They were not just companions in ruling a kingdom, but also doting parents to their 9 children. Despite their demanding roles, they prioritized their family life. Victoria, who had a strained relationship with her own mother, was determined to give her children a warm and nurturing upbringing. However, their life wasn't all rosy. They faced their share of challenges, including Albert's struggle for recognition and Victoria's battles with postnatal depression. But through it all, their love for each other remained steadfast. Victoria was devastated when Albert died at the age of 42. She mourned his death for the rest of her life, wearing black and keeping his rooms as he had left them. Albert's influence, however, lived on. His ideas on monarchy's role in promoting public welfare were carried forward by Victoria in her later years of reign. Their partnership extended beyond their personal life and significantly influenced their reign. Victoria and Albert's love story is a testament to the power of companionship and mutual respect in a world often characterized by power and politics. Victoria's reign was a time of unprecedented change, a period we now refer to as the Victorian era. Imagine a world transforming at a breakneck pace, with new inventions cropping up every day, society evolving, and borders stretching further than ever before. This was the world under Queen Victoria, who sat on the throne during the Industrial Revolution. It was a time when the hum of factories echoed across Britain as steam-powered machines and new manufacturing processes reshaped the economic landscape. But her reign wasn't just about smokestacks and steam engines. It was also a time of significant social change. The Victorian era saw the abolition of slavery, the fight for women's suffrage gaining momentum, and reforms in education and public health. These changes, though they met with resistance, were integral in shaping the Britain we know today. Victoria's role in all this was crucial. As a constitutional monarch, she didn't rule with an iron fist, but had a significant influence on the country's direction. Her relationships with the prime ministers of her time were paramount, from Lord Melbourne, her first prime minister and trusted advisor, to the formidable Benjamin Disraeli and the no-nonsense William Gladstone. Each played a pivotal role in her reign. Together, they navigated through the turbulent waters of change, steering the nation towards progress. Under her reign, the British Empire also expanded its reach, painting vast swaths of the world map in imperial red. Places as far-flung as India, Australia, and parts of Africa came under British rule. This expansion was a testament to Victoria's influence and the power of the British crown during her reign. But beyond the political and social changes, Victoria's reign was characterized by her personal interests. She was a patron of the arts, a lover of literature and culture. Her passion for these fields infused the era with a unique flavor, influencing everything from fashion to architecture. Queen Victoria's reign was not just defined by political and social changes, but also by her personal interests and passions. Behind the crown and the throne, Victoria was a woman of many interests and passions. As a queen, she certainly had an abundance of duties and responsibilities. Yet she found time to cultivate her personal interests, which were as diverse as they were profound. She harbored a deep love for art, immersing herself in the vibrant world of paintings and drawings. This was a world where she was not just a queen, but an artist, a creator. She enjoyed sketching and had a keen eye for detail, often capturing the beauty of her surroundings in her artwork. In addition to her artistic pursuits, Victoria was also an avid reader and writer. She found solace and joy in the written word, with literature providing an escape from the pressures of monarchy. Her diaries, filled with her own thoughts and experiences, offer a fascinating glimpse into her mind and soul. Victoria didn't just live in the world of art and literature, she also profoundly influenced it. Her reign, often referred to as the Victorian era, was a time of immense cultural and social transformation. She played a significant role in shaping the monarchy's image, bringing a sense of dignity, duty, and decorum that is still associated with the British royal family today. Victoria's influence didn't end with her death. Her legacy continues to shape our world today. From the arts to the monarchy, the echoes of her reign are still palpable, reminding us of the remarkable woman behind the crown. When we look back at Queen Victoria's life, we see a woman who left an indelible mark on history. Her legacy, a testament to her reign, is etched in the annals of time and continues to influence generations. She was not just a queen, but a symbol of an era, shaping the monarchy's image in ways that still endure. Queen Victoria, a woman of her time, a ruler of her people, and a figure who continues to resonate in our times. Explore more about her, and you might just come to understand why she is one of history's most fascinating figures.